Squatte pasta.
So 190 to reduce the deficit once again to just 3 kilos. Now he needs this. This is the lift we really want him to make, David, because this, I think, is going to then we're going to see Li Hong Li under a little bit of pressure.
I wouldn't be surprised if Yuku from Nauru actually goes for a medal on the clean and jerk. That would be something, wouldn't it?
No.
Oh, well, that's the first mistake we've seen him make.
Well, you could see if you looked at the first part of the clean there, you saw it on the first attempt as well. The drive up was not solid. There was a wobbly legs and not the way to actually give yourself the best chance. So now Dagario under real pressure, because that 8 kilo deficit behind Li Hong Li. Li Hong Li's chances now have improved massively. Peter Yokyo though for Nauru, well, 155, he's got 185, so he was 10 behind, he's 15 behind, so I could see him narrowing the gap but not closing it.
I don't mean the overall. I mean on the actual clean and jerk.
Yeah. Now Simeon, who was awful in the second phase, as you said. No,
not this time.
Wrong call, David. They've got it wrong. They've misread it between them. The lifter has a say in it, but so do the coaches, and they've come in at the wrong opening weight for the clean and jerk. Should have gone for 185, I think.
Yeah, put him under unnecessary pressure.
I know it's the World Championships, but how are they going to feel if it's yet another Polish lifter who bombs out and doesn't get a total? Completely unnecessary. In there with a shout of at least the bronze medal. Li Hong Li still sitting in the warm-up room on his chair. And also, remember, Sufyan Abbas hasn't appeared yet, has not taken his first clean and jerk.
Well, he's obviously coming in at more than 190.
Absolutely. And remember, he was on 160, so he's only 5 kilos behind Li Hong Li. He's only 3 kilos behind this man in picture. So a medal for Qatar, even a gold medal, still a possibility. See, look at the stutter on the legs there. That's better though. He's got the 190.
Well, he knew he needed that to stay in the hunt for the medals. He knew he had to get that 190.
Yeah, but he's the 190.
190 kilograms.
Goes with his 163, so 353. And remember that Li Hong Li has got 355 at the moment. So the Romanians are happy. They think their man might have done enough. Well, he might have done enough for an overall medal, but we have to wait and see how the clean and jerk unfolds now.
Well, the man from Qatar will needs 194 to go ahead, because he's
heavier.
He is actually lighter. So
yeah, he's lighter than Li Hong Li, and
so 193.
Yeah.
Eliminated on the clean and jerk. We'll see what happens here. He happens he's moving up, and now 191 kilograms on the bar.
And just a minor point, because of the lighter body weight of Dagario, he leads the clean and jerk rankings, but he's still behind Li Hong Li in the overall. But here's Yuki Peter for Nauru with arguably a great chance now. But before him, there are others, including this man, Hovhannes Armenian of, I should say, of Iraq. I was getting confused with the Armenian who's retired. This is Ali Hariem. Now, 156 he's carrying forward. So all sorts of things are looking possible now.
Didn't look easy. Looks uncomfortable. Looks heavy.
Yeah, and it's
no.
And again, you've got to question the decision of the opening weight.
191 kilograms. Sufyan Abbas, Qatar, opening attempt, first attempt.
I'd have thought Abbas would have come in at 193. But 191, well, Bill, use your attempts.
I think that if you're the coaches and you're looking at what's happening around you and you're saying, well, hang on a second, you know, let's
bronze medal, then silver medal, then go for gold medal.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you know that as soon as he puts this score on the board, he worries Li Hongli and the Chinese.
So let's see how easy or how difficult this is. See if we can work out how much further he can go. He's done around 200. He's done over 200, I think. I think he's done 202.5.
What is it?
He's just going from memory.
He's consistent at 195.
Well, that was comfortable. Very, very solid.
Yeah.
And that sent out a message.
Yeah. Now you can see how important that 160, the snatch recovery, because that's 191, gives him 351 and counting. So, you know, you look at Li Hongli, he's only 4 kilos ahead, but Li Hongli heavier than Abbas. And Li Hongli at 76.55, a little bit heavier than Dagariu, so he's still got a bit of work, a few kilos to go to move himself up into overall silver.
And this man's still got a bit of work to do to get a total. That first attempt looked very, very hard. It's better clean. Oh, well,
that bar is, I think,
all kinds of problems. All kinds of problems now. That was better than the first one, but it's when you've had 2 failures,
191 kilograms.
and I think he's probably going to have to follow himself.
Germany.
No.
Third attempt.
No, Rennie Hoch. Rennie Hoch coming in. I was saying early on that we were looking for Rennie Hoch.
Well, you thought he was going to go around 190.
Stop the clock, please.
No, I was saying 192 actually. That they were going to go for the 5 kilo.
Krzysztof Szrambia, Poland, third attempt.
So Poland has bought themselves some time and increased the weight.
Li Hongli
holding on to his lead.
Doesn't look quite as cocky.
I think the only person with a real chance of overtaking him on the overall is Abbas. But on the clean and jerk, the man from Nauru has done some big lifts, so he's dangerous.
But how interested is it, David, that that 160 that Abbas got on the snatch to keep himself in the race? How costly might that failure at 170 be from Li Hongli, who didn't get those extra kilos? Should he have gone for 170? Should he have gone for just
66 or 167?
Yeah, just a couple of kilos. You just don't know. What we do know is that this man is odds against lifting this bar on the evidence of what we've seen, and that again would be for me a real pity, because they've got it wrong. Now it's difficult to know who got it wrong, who was pushing to go in at this weight.
Just looks so heavy on the shoulders, just doesn't look comfortable.
It's not, and that's, I have to say, David, that is a complete muck up there. And they've just been over ambitious, they've been unrealistic.
192 kilograms on the bar.
And a man who could have easily walked away here with a total. I mean, he had 156, you know, that he was carrying forward, which is not a bad amount of kilos to carry forward. And he's just thrown that all away.
So the man from Nauru, yeah, going to 192, which will actually put him into the lead on the clean and jerk.
Oh, I think they're Yuki Alpita and the boys. This is a 7-kilo increase because he came in at 185. Intelligent.
Put him into third place on the overall as well.
Yeah, but you know, intelligent start. You know,
he's done 196.
Thank you.
That's his best in competition. That's his Commonwealth record. So should be within his compass, this 192. And as I said, it's quite significant because it puts him into third overall and it puts him into the gold medal on the clean and jerk, and still with a lift to come.
Good drive. Come on. Oh. He's got one more attempt and he might just do it. He might just do it, David.
It's a shame because that's a waste.
Just think he needed to steady just a little bit, a fraction longer. That just all seemed just a little bit rushed. I know you don't want to hang around with the bar on your shoulders for that long, but didn't get it overhead.
No, it was just positioning. His hips were behind the bar again. You need to be underneath the weight to hold it. You can't be behind it.
192. Well, for once I got it right. I was reading Frank Mantek's mind. But this is where I think Mantek wanted to push him. That's part of it, isn't it? You know, your coach has got to instill belief. You know, he's not going to be ridiculous as they were with the Iraqi lifter, but he's got to believe that this is possible. I think this is possible.
Well, it's a very probable medal on the clean and jerk.
He's only carrying 153 kilos forward because of the snatch phase, but I'll tell you what. Bronze medal for Germany. We wouldn't have perhaps imagined that that was coming their way.
I'd like to see him do this.
I think it would be terrific if he can do it.
New personal best. Now this is the bit. Oh, yes, stands well. Does it?
A very, very good attempt.
Superb. Puts him on 3:45.
Well, never mind the 3:45.
He's actually lighter than the Bulgarian, so he goes ahead of Georgi Markov.
So 192 leads the clean and jerk rankings. And that's an extraordinarily good effort and a really good sequence of clean and jerks. And Mantek can now have a beer tonight. He is a remarkable coach. Okay, the lifter does the work, but there's something about Mantek and Yakovu and one or two others. So, René Koch of Germany at the moment leads the clean and jerk, and you can see there are basically six attempts left out there. So this is fascinating now. Shremiak.
Well, he needs this to stay in the competition.
So is he going the same way as the Iraqi lifter? Remember, he went 190, 190, he's gone 193, which is to give him a total of 251? 351.
351, yeah. And to put him in the lead on the clean and jerk. But
yeah. But 351 isn't going to do the job in terms of overall medals.
Better clean. Well, that was the best of the three, I'll give him that. But again, I'm afraid it's he's out of the competition.
Complete miscalculation again. Should have come in at around 185. It's easy for us to sit here in hindsight, David, but surely, to goodness gracious, you know, there's some bad assessments being made by coaches there today, because it's not only looking at their own man, it's looking at the other guys that are around in the warm-up room, seeing what they're doing, and some bad calls have been made.
Well, this is what happens when it's so close. People panic. They start jostling for places. So 193. I'd like to see this. I'd like to see this man do this, because a medal from a Commonwealth lifter in this kind of field would be fantastic.
So it's just a 1 kilo more, and it could be a very important kilo.
Steady.
No, he needs to take his time, which he does. Needs to hold. Well, that's the lead on the clean and jerk.
193 kilos to go with 155, which is
348.
348. So, but think who's out there? We've got Lee Hong Lee. We've got Abbas, Sufyan Abbas.
Lee Hong Lee, China.
It's so good when you see a lifter go and sort himself out. And there's nobody going to touch him in this weight category in Melbourne if he produces this sort of form, David, is there?
No.
He's going to be, well, quite frankly, it'll be an easy day. He will not have to push himself to this sort of level. So Paul Coffer knows that his man has got a medal, but now Lee Hong Lee. At the moment, he's got a 4 kilo advantage over Sufyan Abbas of Qatar. Both men have 2 attempts left. The bar up to 195. He did 197.5 last month in taking the National Games title in China. He needs this. If he fails, the whole impetus of the competition moves to the local man.
Oh, well, it's anybody's competition now. I think Abbas is just going to wait. I think he's just going to wait and see what he needs. Who's your money on?
Well, I'm really disappointed at Dagario, actually, because you've got Lee Hong Lee on 355, you've got Sufyan Abbas on 351, and Dagario's still on 353, so Dagario's still in the overall silver medal position as a result of all the failures, really.
You see, if Lee fails this again, Abbas needs 196 to beat him, which I think he'll do.
Stop the clock. Load the bar to 196 kilograms.
Well, 60 plus 191, he's on 251, 253, sorry, 351 to 3. I've only got 4 kilos between the two men. 355 versus 351, and the guy from Qatar is lighter than Lee Hong Lee, so he's only got to find 4 kilos.
That's true, but he's going 196 to put pressure.
Yeah, but he's, you know.
If he does this, Lee has to go 197 anyway. And he's just failed with 195, so this we could be looking at the winning lift here.
Well, this was always the reality for Lee Hong Lee. Those 5 kilos in the snatch that he didn't get, and the 5 kilos that this man did get, and this whole championship is turning on those 2 snatch efforts at the moment.
And at the moment, we've got the man from Nauru leading the clean and jerk, and Germany in second.
Not for much longer, I don't think. Oh, no. How wrong can you be? Oof. You said right at the beginning you said this is too close to call. I couldn't, you know.
196 kilograms, Li Hongli, China. Third attempt.
So I would have gone, you know, I would have gone 195 and taken what I needed to get, because 195 would have put him absolutely level, because lighter body weight would have put him ahead of Li Hongli.
And everything.
Well, at least he's got the benefit now of if Li Hongli fails with this, he knows what he needs to win.
Yeah.
196. If he succeeds, again, he knows what he needs to win. I think if Li Hongli succeeds with this, he is the world champion.
So Li Hongli,
196.
196.
If he succeeds with this, I think he's the champion. Because it will leave Abbas needing 201.
Right, but this is 1.5 kilos below what he lifted in the national games in China, as reported to us. 170, 197.5 for 367.5. That's what he did in China, but that's history. This is for the world title. We think. Can he do it? Can he do it?
So that now leaves Abbas deciding on 197, which will give him the gold on the clean and jerk, or 201. I can't see anybody taking this man now. But it also means that the Nauruan has either got silver or at the very least now the bronze on the clean and jerk. And if Abbas isn't able to go any further, Germany will have a medal on the clean and jerk as well. So a lot of twists and turns and changes in this.
So at the moment, in overall gold, we have obviously Li Hongli. In overall silver, we have Dogariu of Romania, and in overall bronze, we have Abbas of Qatar.
Bar's going to 201. Abbas has decided that he wants to go for the world title.
Couldn't do anything else on this stage, could he?
No. Well, he'll be a hero if he succeeds with this.
He will become first in clean and jerk and first in total.
Well, has he got this in him?
He's in third place at the moment. 351.
So this would be 10 kilos up on that first successful attempt, and by virtue of his lighter body weight, he would take the championship if he can lift the bar up. 40 seconds and counting. Time, not a problem.
This would be a fantastic end to what's been an interesting, competitive 77 kilo class.
Well, it'd be interesting to see Rennie Hoch's face, wouldn't it? Because we know that if he fails this, Rennie Hoch gets that bronze medal in the clean and jerk.
And the Commonwealth lifter gets the silver, which is incredible, really.
Driven up, slides the hands out to make the chuck just that little bit shorter. He can't do it. He's left with overall bronze, and the championship goes to China. Li Hongli is the world champion for 2005 in the 77 kilo class. Dogariu of Romania takes the overall silver, with Sufyan Abbas for Qatar having to settle for third place, and as you can see bottom right there, missing out completely on the medals in the clean and jerk phase, with the gold going to Li Hongli, the silver to Yukiya Peter of Nauru, and an unlikely bronze going to a deserving Rennie Hoch of Germany. Oh, what an interesting competition. So many twists and turns. And obviously